Are we on? Okay. What's up, you guys? Welcome back. Today's episode is a little bit different. It's probably going to be shorter. I know my podcasts are not super long, but it's going to be a little different today. I don't really have notes, so that's like a big deal for me. But this is my top 10 most asked questions. Okay. So I tried to no, I'll just say these are like 10 good ones. These are the ones I get asked all the time. And I'm just gonna be super honest here. The question I get asked the most, and I hate this question. I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. But I also love it because it is like one of the things I'm very knowledgeable about. So I do enjoy talking about it. But um we're just gonna jump right in. So top 10 most asked questions of my entire fitness coaching career. Can you guess what the first one is? Because if you're listening to this podcast, I guarantee that you're like, I wish I could ask her. And it's probably this question. Okay. The number one question I get asked over my entire career is, what should I eat to be healthy or lose weight? Ah. No, I'm just kidding. I actually really like this question. I just get it all the time, and so I thought if I just recorded it on a podcast, I will never have to say it again. I'm totally joking, but what should I eat to be healthy or lose weight, you guys? So, food. Want to eat real food? Okay, we start with that. So we want to eat real food, so things not out of a package, right? No lean cuisines. I don't even know if those are still around anymore, but we want to eat whole foods like fruits and vegetables, not necessarily from the grocery store whole foods, but really just lean protein sources, right? You want to eat protein. Fruits and vegetables. We want to eat carbohydrates, simple and complex. Okay, so fruits, rice, potatoes, quinoa, like mix it up, right? A little bit of everything. Like use your human intuition, right? You know what's healthy and you know what you should eat less often, right? And go with that. Don't overthink it, okay? But lead with protein, okay? Lead with protein. And I will add something to that. I want to add to that no extremisms, especially when it comes to nutrition, y'all. No extremisms. You want to eat in a way that you can still see yourself eating every day 5 years from now. Okay. So if it's like some kind of specific diet, like carnivore or low carb or, keto, like whatever it is, can you see yourself doing that thing even in 5 years? You're still doing it. Okay. I would say that is a good piece of advice for eating healthy is like no extremisms. Okay. I've been there, done that. They don't work for me, so I've coined my phrase or my method. It's called eating normally. Yes, that's what we like. Um oh, I'm going to plug this right now. So I do talk a lot about nutrition recipes, how to do this. Um so check it out. Okay, question number 2. How often should I exercise to see results? Well, it depends, right? As a personal trainer, if I had it my way, everyone would be weight training 3 times a week and adding in 2 or 3 cardio sessions per week, equaling 30 minutes or less. Okay. Now, I do encourage people to be active, like do something every day. Even if that's like going for a walk and like getting your steps in, all of these things add up. It's a health and wellness and fitness is a cumulative effect, right? So, meaning that the more often that we do it consistently, the better the results, obviously, right? Um, so yeah, I would say that's how often. Okay. If you're working out, of course, if you work out one time a week, one day a week, that's better than zero, but you're probably not going to see a lot of changes. But it is good to do at least one day a week. Okay. How do I stay motivated to work out consistently? Oh man. This one is how do I stay motivated? So I don't stay motivated, you guys. I mean, and I also don't like I go through seasons of life where maybe I'm not as consistent in training. Maybe I can only get, 3 days in a week as compared to 5 days. I like having a 5 day split of strength training and cardio mixture. Um, even 6 days maybe, but like we don't really stay motivated, right? We just do it. Like you have to make fitness and health and wellness practices part of your identity. Like it's just who you are and what you do, right? Motivation is nice, but motivation is very fleeting. Motivation comes and goes. Like some days we wake up motivated, some days we wake up not motivated to do much. And so, really, we can't rely on motivation. Like, have a deeper why. Like, why do you want to work out? More than just like, oh, I want to look hot or I want to lose weight. Like, why? Why do you want to lose weight? Why do you want to look hot? Dig into those deeper layers of why you want to do it rather than just, I should work out or, I have to, or, some of the more superficial layers, right? Like dig into the deeper reasons, the 7 layers of why. Like keep asking why, like 7 layers down, and see where that takes you. Okay. But uh, motivation, yeah, it comes and goes. Really, you need to lean on discipline. You need to strengthen your discipline muscle. Okay, to where, again, kind of going back to that deeper layer of why. That's going to be what drives you on the days that you don't feel like doing it, right? You just get up and you just do it. You always feel better after you work out. So maybe that's like a good motivator. Like, oh, I want to chase that feeling of, how I feel after I get done with the training session. But if you're struggling with motivation, you're struggling with discipline, get like an accountability partner, a workout buddy. Like go make it fun. It doesn't have to be like these long, boring sessions in the gym by yourself, but make it like social. Make the experience like enjoyable so that you're excited to go do it. Right? Switch it up. Um, yeah, I think that's I think that's like a long tangent. That's a long answer to that one. But okay, let's move on. So number 4, I love this question. When I say love, I mean love. How do I lose belly fat fast? This is like the nutrition question. I get this one all the time. How do I lose belly fat fast? Well, stop eating fake food. So anything from a package, the processed stuff, the fast food, soda pop. Again, the junk food, right? We cut those out. Belly fat is going to be usually the last spot that we lose body fat from. Everybody's a little bit different, but typically myself, clients I work with over the many years I've been a personal trainer and fitness coach, that is usually the last place that the fat leaves. Okay, so, but start with cutting out the junk food. If you're someone who drinks pop every day, then if you cut back, you don't even have to cut it out completely. If you just cut back, you'll start to notice a difference. You'll start to notice the waistline slimming down a little bit, okay? Start drinking more water. The fat burning process, one of the ingredients, one of the absolute necessary components is water to burn fat. Yeah, I think I said that right. Just start moving. Go for walks. Walk on the treadmill. Get your 10,000 steps in. Those 3 things right there. Quit eating junk food, drink more water, and go for walks more often. You'll start to lose belly fat. You'll start to lose it and, and just keep going. But there's really no way to lose it like super fast. The only way to guarantee that you're going to lose it like super fast and immediately is get liposuction. That's just the truth. You go to sleep, you wake up, belly fat's gone. But if you don't want to do liposuction, then just start making better habits and you'll start to lose belly fat. And lift weights. The next question, number 5, what kind of protein powder should I use? You know, all of these questions are, I won't feel like they're super basic. They kind of are. They're very basic questions, but again, they are questions I get all the time. Okay, all the time. So as far as protein powder, currently, I like to switch it up. I try different brands. New information comes out, new brands that have cleaner products and less stuff in them. So I'm always looking for new products. Currently, I'm not like linked up with a certain brand or anything like that, but I'm using, is it Momentous? Momentous, I think they sell it on Amazon. Momentous, and the other one is Ascent, Ascent or something like that. I just recently started trying those out. Before that, I was working at Lifetime Fitness, so I was using some of their products, which are great. Yeah, so drink your protein shake every day. You need your protein. Okay, question number 6. Is creamer in my coffee okay if I'm trying to lose weight? Yeah, totally. I have butter in my coffee and real sugar in my coffee every day. Every day. Although if you're drinking something like the Starbucks pepperminty, mocha peppermint something that's 900 calories a teaspoon, maybe just go for like regular creamer or something, like just the plain Jane stuff. It's when we start adding in like all the synthetic flavors and things like that our body starts to respond to those. But I use real butter. We use real cream, half and half. We use real sugar, the organic turbinado, not processed, not refined sugar. I mean, it's less refined. It's probably all processed to some degree, but it's as less processed as possible. So I definitely recommend it. Tastes way better. I was a big stevia user for years, or like, what's the other one? Splenda or the pink stuff, all that crap is like all chemicals. So I just got to a place where I wanted to reduce the chemical intake in my food specifically. And so just do like plain half and half, plain creamer and real organic raw sugar. Okay. Yes, you can have that. It's totally fine. Okay. And then, and the question is, can I use it if I'm trying to lose weight? You can absolutely use it, but like, let's just measure it out so you know exactly how much, like if you are overdoing it, that's an easy area to overdo it in both the cream and the sugar. But what I do, I probably do like 2 or 3 tablespoons of half and half and 2 tablespoons of sugar. I need 2 sugars in my coffee every day. We ran out of we ran out of sugar the other day, and that totally messes up my morning routine. If my coffee is not that's like a big part of my routine is my coffee. So we ran out of sugar and I had to use honey, and it was cool, but I was not happy. Anywho, okay, number 7, should I take supplements like protein powder or creatine? Absolutely yes. Even on days you're not training, you should take these both. Protein powder, I always say it's going to help you to hit your protein goal every day. So even on days you're not training, have the protein shake, okay? It's going to help you to stay fuller, satisfied longer by hitting your daily protein goal. And then, of course, creatine is great not only for training and building muscle, but also for cellular energy, for cognitive function. So definitely take the creatine daily as well. And yeah, both great supplements. So number 8, how often should I do HIIT training? Okay, this is a good one. So HIIT training, I won't say I have mixed feelings about it, but I'm not as into the HIIT training as I was years ago. This really kind of all depends. It depends on where you're at in your fitness journey, what your goals are, what you're really looking to accomplish. Also, like, what's your current state? Do we have a hormone imbalance? If you have like PCOS, or that you have like a hormone imbalance and you're working on getting those kind of leveled out, then I would stay away from HIIT training, as it's just a little bit more, it's a little too taxing on the body. Okay. And so what we're trying to do is just regulate your system. So I would say, um, if you have any hormonal stuff going on, like take out the HIIT training altogether, and just stick with like steady state cardio or like low intensity cardio. But if you're someone who's like, uh, don't have any issues in that area, then I would say maximum, uh, again, this is all relative to your goals specifically, but like 1 to 2 times a week. So like, I'm not a big fan of these studios that promote like, these HIIT training classes, and they're like, yeah, I get this unlimited membership, HIIT, first of all, it's not true HIIT, because high intensity interval training is when you're maxing out during that interval. Okay. Um, and you're not doing that in those classes. Okay. So, um, but true HIIT training, where it's like really, really intense, you're going really hard, full capacity for a certain amount of time, followed by a rest. I would say probably at least cap it at like twice a week for that. Okay, so number 9, is it better to work out in the morning or in the evening? So this is like a really interesting question, because there's a lot of contradicting information and advice out there about this topic. What I have found, first of all, there is no research that they've done that shows that one or the other is better, right? Whether you work out in the morning or the evening, whether you work out fasted or not fasted. We'll just cover that second part of the question as well. There really is no evidence, no scientific evidence that one is better than the other, working out in the morning or evening, or working out fasted or not fasted. What I recommend is, what can you do consistently? And even take it a step further, and like, what do you enjoy? Like, what time of day do you like working out? What time of day does it feel good to you? And you could even take it a step further and check your blood sugar levels throughout the day to see when your blood sugar is the most level for you to train. If you want to like really get into some sciencey stuff, I'll also save that for another podcast too. That's a really good topic. But yes, so I would say the best time for you to train is the time of day that you can do consistently. Okay? And number 10. Okay. Number 10, should I do cardio or strength training first? This one's, well, I would say if you had to choose, or if you got to choose, some people don't have the luxury. Maybe you just are limited on time and you got to just get in there, and it works better with your schedule to do it one way or the other. But if I had to choose, I would say definitely do your strength training first, because you're going to go into your strength training with fresh muscles, not partially fatigued from doing cardio, and you're going to get the best results from your strength training, from your weightlifting. Okay. And you can follow it up with some cardio to kind of further deplete the energy stores and finish off your training session. But that is our 10 questions, my 10 most asked questions that I could think of up to today, up to the today's date. But you know what? No one has ever asked me, and I always thought this was interesting because it's a question that I asked myself when I first became a trainer. No one has ever asked me, how can I eat the most amount of food and lean down? It's always the opposite. Like, how few calories should I eat? Should I eat 1,000 calories? Should I eat 900? Should I eat 1,200? 1,200 is like the magic number. But no one's ever asked me, how can I eat the most amount of food and still lean down? And I just think that's such a great question, but maybe someone will ask one day. Anywho, you guys, thank you for tuning into this episode today. It was really fun to kind of go over some of this stuff. If you have questions, and maybe I didn't, it wasn't on my list today, feel free to drop them in the comments. And I can do another one down the road, 10 most frequently asked questions. But hope this helped you and you found some value in this podcast today. And thank you guys again for tuning in. I'll see you next time. Ciao. Oh, and one more thing before you go. If you want to join my free community, I think I already mentioned it, members.theenergizedlifestyle.com. I have tons of free recipes, resources, workouts, coaching sessions, all kinds of valuable stuff in there. And I would love to see you in there. So be sure to check it out if you want. I'll see you guys.